Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to be doing an unboxing of the new released Hot Toys. This is the Back to the Future 2, Back to the Future Part 2, I should say, Dr. Emmett Brown. It's from the movie Masterpiece series. It's MMS380 as your product code, 1/6 scale collectible figure, and it's also the Sideshow exclusive. This just arrived about, well, yesterday it just arrived. Let me also just say, too, that the duties on this, or the shipping, and this was shipped by DHL, and I don't know if everybody's familiar with DHL, but extremely expensive courier. I think I paid about $84 to have this shipped to my address, so I probably will have to find different means, and maybe I'll have to check. I ordered this on Sideshow Collectibles and finally just paid my last installment, so they shipped it my way, but maybe I'm going to have to check and see what different shipping options are available, because I certainly do not want to be paying $84 every single time something gets shipped to me. Nonetheless, a little rant aside, here's the front of the box. We've got the DeLorean there, out of time, with the license plate. There's the back, the cast and crew responsible. Don't say that very often anymore. Cast and crew responsible, some warning signs. Actually, that's not the cast and crew responsible. It's just some warning signs. Cast and crew responsible are on the inside of the box, which we can go ahead and open this. It's just a shoe-style box. And there's the cast and crew responsible for making this fantastic, I hope to be fantastic product. I've only had a chance to really check online I try my best not to watch reviews of these 6-scale figures myself, because I kind of like to be able to experience these firsthand when I get them in box. So I have to admit, right off the bat, Doc Brown from Back to the Future 2, one of two things popped into my head. I'm going to make this kind of short because I know this isn't really the review. I wondered why they didn't do Back to the Future 1 Doc Brown first, because we already got a Doc Brown we already got a Marty McFly from Back to the Future 1. Why didn't we do, I know we got Back to the Future 2 Marty, but I don't know why we didn't get first Doc Brown from the very first film, and then, well, anyways. The other thing I really wasn't sure of was the head sculpt, and that's why I kind of like these initial unboxings, because it gives me a chance to kind of talk a little bit about my first feelings of it, and then ultimately, when I get this all opened up and eventually reviewed, I can spend a little bit more time talking about it, where I'm not really talking about it right now. Somebody says, we cringe at the way you open up boxes. I don't know how weirdly I'm opening up these boxes that make you cringe. Please don't cringe. That's the last thing I would want. Okay, so we got a couple of interchangeable hands. You gonna spend a lot of time on that? No, not really. We'll do that a little bit more when we do the actual review of this guy. We got a newspaper article. It says, youth jailed, Marty McFly Jr. arrested for theft, which is actually a different USA Today from the one that came with Back to the Future Marty. I really won't spend a whole lot of time on that. We got emergency cash, some stickers that I can add to, we'll get into that in a second as well. Speaking of cash, he's got a briefcase. Look at all this cash. Look at all these different denominations. Do all of them have? All of them do have Doc Brown on the front of it. I don't know if you can see it or not. And they're inside like a little briefcase. That's pretty cool. Got a couple of wristwatches. And what was this? I'm trying to remember what this was. The binoculars. It was like a pair of binoculars that he wears. Again, a couple of wristwatches. They're on these little foam little ringlets so that you don't lose them. There's two of those. And he's also got, aren't these, I think these are binoculars. I think this one here was a camera. You should know this! Well, no, I don't. Like I said, I'll spend a little bit more effort talking about it when the review actually happens. American Patrol walkie-talkies. Gives one to Marty. Of course, his glasses. This is something else I was a little worried about with the stability. Like how stable and I guess durable would these be. They're just a thin plastic. They look like Brett the Hitman Hart sunglasses. And then we've got Doc Brown, which we will take out of the tray. Also got a Back to the Future stand, which this is something, despite the fact even though it says Dr. Emmett Brown on the front, this is the kind of thing that should have also come with Marty McFly. And maybe they've made it just big enough. Oh, you know, that's a possibility. That I might be able to fit both of them on the stand. Slightly angled, of course, but maybe I might be able to do that. Only one waist clip, of course, so you're not going to get much mileage out of that. And so there is the tray. Doc Brown's got all this stuff all over him. Plastic on the boots. I think this is one thing that somebody says, oh, the way you do this, it makes us cringe. Okay, well, I won't do it. But he does have his little his boots with the plastic on it. Plastic on his hands. Plastic on his, oh no, I wasn't going to do that. His plastic tie. Kind of neat. Very thin though, very, very thin plastic. And there's his face. Now this was one thing that I was really worried about, and I thought to myself, I don't know if I like the head sculpt on Doc Brown. Ultimately, no, now I got it in pack, now I got it out of packaging. I don't think it bothers me as much as it did before. Let's try it with the glasses and see how it, first of all, how you get the glasses on them. I guess they fit. Oh, there's these little slots right underneath his hairline, or the side of his hairline. And I guess the glasses fit very uncomfortably, but they fit in those little slots just on either side. See? Either side right there. And it keeps them relatively stable. Not going to do a shake test, but keeps relatively everything together. Take these off just for a second. Yeah, you know what? The head sculpt is a lot better. They must have gone back and re-sculpted the head, because it does look different than when it did online. When I saw these online, the pictures of this guy, I don't think his head sculpt looked like this. I may be wrong, but I feel like they did change the face sculpt. It looks a lot better. Looks a lot more like Christopher Lloyd, that's for sure. This will, I think, I don't know, some people may not like the expression on his face, maybe would have preferred a more subtler look on his face. I guess it's not bad, really. Doc Brown, you can get away with a face expression like this versus, say, other characters. But right off the bat, my initial thoughts, unboxing this guy, he looks a ton better than I thought he was going to look. I'm certain they've gone in and they've changed it. They've changed the head sculpt on this guy. I don't think he looked like this before. Hair looks good. As for his outfit is, apparently this is what you wear in the future, which the future is now the past. We've already passed that time frame. But apparently you wore like a yellow jacket, yellow pants, crazy green leopard print socks, and boots here. You know what? Do I have my knife? Where's my knife? My knife's down here. Should have actually had my knife readily available. I'm just going to go ahead and cut the plastic on these boots. I don't want to rip them. That's the last thing I would want to do. That one's done. And we'll go ahead and cut the other one here. There we go. You'd have to be very, very careful, because all this extra stuff that's on his boots, that's the last thing you would want. Oh, especially that little antenna. Oh, that could have been disastrous. Imagine me just pulling the plastic off. That would have broke that antenna right off. Okay, that's one thing to be very careful of, is this part right here. Oh, he's got it on both sides. Yeah, I didn't even realize he had those antennas in them. I'm going to have to go back and watch the movie again. Yeah, like I need a reason to go back and watch Back to the Future again. Back to the Future 2. Yeah, you know, yellow, like calf length pants. Interesting looking top. I suppose he is much more colorful than a Back to the Future 1 Doc Brown. Maybe that's why maybe that's their logic as to why they did this guy first. I don't know. But I guess, you know, it's a translatable figure that if you found, well, I mean, if you found the white outfit that he wears and the boots and stuff, I guess the boots would be a little harder. You could just really costume change this guy out to be a Doc Brown from Back to the Future 1. Yeah, like the head sculpt. It looks a lot better than I was really, this is the second time that I've opened up a figure and I was pleasantly surprised that the figure turned out better than I thought it was going to be. The other one was the Harley Quinn, which was the prison suit Harley, which I still got to do the review of. I've only done the unboxing of her, but was this one, and it was her that when I bought the figures, and I was paying the installments, I did think the figure was going to be very disappointing, but now getting it in hand, both that Harley Quinn is a fantastic Harley, and I have to say equally so, this is a really good looking Doc Brown. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to getting this guy reviewed. This is not the review, so in case you were wondering, it's just an initial unboxing of this guy. Doesn't really come with a whole lot of different accessories, very bare minimum. I guess one of the better ones is the tray of money, which, I don't know if you can see it or not, are all loose paper bills inside. I don't know if there's a proper way to open these up. I'm not going to do it right now. And that also closes up. Very thin and flat. But stay tuned, guys. Of course, we're going to be doing an actual review of this guy. I'm going to spend a little bit more time, do a little bit better of a job than just simply breaking this guy out of packaging, which I guess some people think I do. But this was just an unboxing of the new Hot Toys Back to the Future 2. Back to the Future. I always forget the Part 2. Shame on me. The Part 2, Dr. Emmett Brown. First thoughts, first initial thoughts, a lot better than I was expecting. Head sculpt, they've changed. I'm certain they have changed. If you guys also, certainly if you haven't had a chance to hit that little subscribe button, all that spiel at the end of this video, make sure you hit that little subscribe button down below. Of course, this guy, I don't want to shake him. Don't shake him. Don't shake babies. Don't shake kitties. A full review of this guy is going to come, so stay tuned for that. Just wanted to get an early kind of unboxing of this guy, just in case, like the Harley Quinn, I still haven't done the review of her, and then, you know, it sits for a couple of weeks. Somebody says, well, you know, you're a little late getting that up. I didn't realize there was a time frame, but wanted to get this guy at least looked at for the time being, and then a full review of this guy will follow soon. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate that. Thanks for checking out these videos, even if they're unboxing videos and not the real review. This isn't the real review? No, it's not. No, it's not the real review. Real review will be coming soon. This is just an unboxing. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Marty!